Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 greatest matches in football history. As a former player and a lifelong fan, I can tell you, this beautiful game has given us some truly unforgettable moments over the years, from last-minute goals to unforgettable comebacks. These games have left an indelible mark on the sport. So sit back, relax, and let's relive the drama, the passion, and the sheer brilliance of these historic encounters. Istanbul 2005. Even mentioning it sends shivers down the spine of every Liverpool supporter. Half-time, Liverpool are 3-0 down to AC Milan. It looked like the Italian giants were going to run away with it. But then, something magical happened. Led by Steven Gerrard, Liverpool staged a remarkable comeback. Gerrard pulled one back and suddenly there was hope. Smicer made it 3-2. Xabi Alonso levelled the scores. The match went to penalties and Liverpool clinched their 5th European Cup. Istanbul was a testament to Liverpool's never-say-die spirit. This match transcended football. England versus Argentina, 1986. World Cup quarter-final charged with political tension. At the centre was Diego Maradona, a genius with a bit of mischief. 6 minutes into the second half, Maradona used his hand to punch the ball into the net. A little bit of hand of God, Maradona quipped. His second goal was pure brilliance. A mesmerising run past England defenders. Argentina won 2-1 and lifted the World Cup. Maradona left an unforgettable mark on that afternoon in Mexico City. The 1999 Champions League final, Manchester United versus Bayern Munich at the Nou Camp. It was a tense, cagey affair for much of the match. Bayern Munich took an early lead, and for a long time it looked like it might be enough. Sir Alex Ferguson's Manchester United side, however, had other ideas. As the clock ticked down and with defeat looming, they threw everything they had at the German champions. Then, in the dying embers of the game, the unthinkable happened. In the first minute of stoppage time, Teddy Sheringham, on as a substitute, pounced on a loose ball in the box to equalise for United. The momentum had shifted dramatically. Old Trafford, watching on tenterhooks, erupted in a cacophony of noise. But Manchester United weren't done yet. Just moments later, from a corner kick, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, another substitute, poked the ball home to complete a remarkable turnaround. The final whistle blew and Manchester United had done it again. It was a victory snatched from the jaws of defeat, a testament to their unwavering belief and never-say-die spirit. Chapter 4. The 1970 World Cup final in Mexico City was more than just a football match. It was a celebration of the beautiful game. Brazil, with their dazzling array of attacking talent, faced a well-organised Italian side. Right from the outset, it was clear that Brazil was on a different level. Their play was fluid, their passing intricate, their movement mesmerising. Pelé, often hailed as the greatest footballer of all time, was at the heart of everything. He opened the scoring with a towering header, his 4th goal of the tournament. The Italians, try as they might, couldn't contain the Brazilian wave. Gerson, Jairzinho and Carlos Alberto all got on the scoresheet as Brazil ran out comfortable 4-1 winners. It was a performance that epitomised the Brazilian style of play, attacking, skillful and full of joy. It was a privilege to witness such a display of footballing artistry. Chapter 5. The 2014 World Cup semi-final between Brazil and Germany was a match that sent shockwaves through the world of football. Brazil, playing on home soil and desperate to erase the memory of their 1950 World Cup final defeat to Uruguay, were firm favourites. What transpired, however, was beyond anyone's wildest imagination. Germany, efficient and ruthless, tore apart the Brazilian defence time and again. The goals rained in, one after another. Thomas Müller opened the scoring and Miroslav Klose netted his 16th World Cup goal, surpassing Ronaldo's record. Toni Kroos bagged a brace and Sami Khedira added another. By half-time, Germany were 5-0 up, leaving the home crowd stunned into silence. Brazil, shell-shocked and dispirited, could only muster a consolation goal through Oscar in the dying minutes. The final score, Germany 7, Brazil 1. It was a humiliating defeat for Brazil, a result that will forever be etched in World Cup history. Chapter 6. No list of the greatest football matches would be complete without mentioning the 1966 World Cup final. It was England, playing on home soil against West Germany at Wembley Stadium. The atmosphere was electric, the tension palpable. The match itself was a tense, closely fought encounter. England took the lead through Geoff Hurst, but the Germans equalised in the dying minutes. Extra time beckoned, and it was in extra time that one of the most controversial goals in World Cup history was scored. Hurst's shot hit the underside of the crossbar and bounced down. The referee, after consulting with his linesman, awarded the goal, much to the dismay of the German players. Hurst completed his hat-trick in the final minutes, and England held on to win 4-2. To this day, debate still rages on about whether the ball crossed the line for Hurst's second goal. But one thing's for sure, it's a moment that will forever be etched in English football folklore. Chapter 7. The 2012 Premier League title race went down to the wire, with Manchester City and Manchester United vying for the trophy. On the final day of the season, City needed to beat Queen's Park Rangers at home to secure their first league title in 44 years. Things, however, did not go according to plan. QPR, fighting for their Premier League survival, took the lead, and despite City's best efforts, they couldn't find a way through. As the clock ticked down, it seemed as if their title dreams were slipping away. Then, in the 92nd minute, Edin Dzeko headed home from a corner to level the scores. City, sensing blood, poured forward in search of a winner, and in the 94th minute, the impossible happened. Sergio Aguero, receiving the ball on the edge of the box, swiveled and unleashed an unstoppable shot past the QPR goalkeeper. The Etihad Stadium erupted in a cacophony of noise. City had done it. They had won the Premier League title in the most dramatic fashion imaginable. Chapter 8. Zidane sees red. 2006 World Cup final. Italy versus France. The 2006 World Cup final between Italy and France had it all: goals, drama, and one of the most infamous moments in World Cup history. The match started brightly, with Marco Materazzi giving Italy the lead before Zinedine Zidane, playing in his final game before retirement, equalised from the penalty spot. The second half was a tense, cagey affair, and with the scores level at 1-1, the match went to extra time. And it was in extra time that Zidane, the maestro himself, lost his cool. Provoked by Materazzi, Zidane headbutted the Italian defender in the chest, sending him crashing to the ground. The referee, having witnessed the incident, showed Zidane a straight red card. France, now down to 10 men, were unable to find a way back, and the match went to penalties. Italy held their nerve to win the penalty shootout 5-3. Zidane's moment of madness overshadowed what was otherwise a glittering career. Chapter 9. The Roman Remontada, 2018 UEFA Champions League quarter-final, Roma versus Barcelona. The 2018 Champions League quarter-final between Roma and Barcelona will forever be remembered for one of the greatest comebacks in the competition's history. Barcelona, having won the first leg 4-1 at the Nou Camp, travelled to Rome as overwhelming favourites. Roma, however, had other ideas. They started brightly, pressing Barcelona high up the pitch and forcing them into mistakes. Edin Dzeko gave Roma the lead, and Daniele De Rossi converted a penalty to make it 2-0 on the night. Barcelona, shell-shocked by Roma's intensity, struggled to cope. And with 8 minutes to go, Kostas Manolas rose highest to head home a corner and complete a remarkable turnaround. Roma had done the unthinkable. They had overturned a 3-goal deficit to knock out the favourites. It was a victory built on sheer determination, tactical discipline, and unwavering belief. Chapter 10. The Matthews Final. 1953 FA Cup Final. Blackpool versus Bolton Wanderers. The 1953 FA Cup Final is often referred to as the Matthews Final, and for good reason. Stanley Matthews, widely regarded as one of the greatest British footballers of all time, was the star of the show. Playing for Blackpool against Bolton Wanderers, Matthews, at the age of 38, produced a performance for the ages. With Blackpool 3-1 down with just 20 minutes to go, Matthews, with his trademark dribbling skills and pinpoint crosses, inspired his team to a remarkable comeback. He set up Stan Mortensen for 2 goals, and then, with minutes to go, he went on a mazy run, leaving a trail of Bolton defenders in his wake before crossing for Bill Perry to score the winning goal. Blackpool had won the FA Cup 4-3, thanks in no small part to the brilliance of Stanley Matthews. It was a fitting end to a fairy tale career. Thanks for joining us on this trip down memory lane. It's amazing how much emotion and drama can be packed into 90 minutes, isn't it? Football never fails to surprise and amaze us. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more amazing football content. Which match do you think should have made the list? Let us know in the comments below.